Street Sense. What's going on, everybody? Al here. Street Sense, virtual Street Sense, something new. I'm so excited. Virtual Street Sense, it's happening. We're making it happen. I'm with one of my subscribers. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Jordan.
Jordan from the UK.
Jordan from the UK, Al. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on. I've been a long-time viewer, and Al, because of you, it's why I got into fragrances.
Oh, I love to hear that. I love to hear that. When people tell me that, it makes me feel so good.
Honestly, you've made a fragrance dream come true, Al. And before we go any further, I'm really glad to see you have had a good recovery from COVID.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I know you lost your smell, and that would have been the worst thing for you, Al.
Yeah, I lost my smell for quite some time.
Yeah.
Thank God it's back, and I'm back, and I feel better than ever. Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad to see you back doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. And this is something new. This is virtual Street Sense all over the world. UK, right here. UK in New York.
It's an honor.
You know, so this is something, it's cool. I think this is a cool thing. So I'm going to feature virtual Street Sense into the mix with Talking Sense, Street Sense, the thing that I'm going to do Street Sense, the original Street Sense, because things are getting better. So I will be out there trying to stop some people. And I'm going to bring some old guests back as well. So I'm going to do that, Talking Sense and virtual Street Sense. And this is the first one, virtual Street Sense.
I respect that, Al, and I know it's not easy, especially in New York, to stop people.
No, it's not. I have some crazy adventures throughout the years.
I bet.
So, like I said, Jordan's a subscriber. He reached out to me, and we went back and forth. And I said, you know what? Let's make this happen. So here we are, virtual Street Sense. We're gonna talk about some fragrances. Let's talk about Creed. Let's talk about Parfums de Marly. Whatever you want to talk about.
My two favorite houses. We've got Creed here, Parfums de Marly. I first bought my niche fragrances back in 2016.
Wow.
Because of you, I seen a video with you, Lewis, at the Creed boutique.
Yes, big shout out to Lewis.
Big shout out to Lewis. So then I went on and I first purchased my first niche bottle, which was Creed Aventus.
Classic.
The king, a classic.
You know, everybody that watches my fragrances, watch my videos, know I love Aventus. It's my number one fragrance.
And you have good reason to, Al. It's the king, and it stacks up amongst the best. And everybody knows Creed Aventus. It really changed the game when it was released in 2010. It was the first niche fragrance that I owned, and I got it in 2016, and I felt like a king wearing this.
I respect that.
It's funny. It's back in 2016, though. Not many people had Aventus. It was quite rare in the collection. But these days now, there's so many clones of Aventus.
Yes.
Rocking around there, and for good reason. It's just a fantastic scent, but none of them come close to Aventus. You do have fragrances like Mont Blanc Explorer,
yes.
Club de Nuit,
yes.
and 10th Man. Both are fantastic fragrances. However, none of them come close to the king, and never will. Creed Aventus.
It's crazy because when you hear about a clone like Explorer or Club de Nuit Intense, if you're a big Aventus guy like I am, it's like you have to get that fragrance. Even though I have Explorer, I have Club de Nuit Intense. I really don't reach for them as much. I like to have them.
Yeah.
They remind me of they give me Aventus like a vibe, but I always reach for Aventus rather than Club de Nuit Intense or Explorer. But I have to have them. It's weird.
They both do their own thing in that respect, but there's a lot of other fragrances out there that try and pull off Creed Aventus. All are really good fragrances, but none will come close, in my eyes, and to yourself.
Same here. I totally agree. Let me ask you a question. Before you got your Aventus, were you collecting Aventuses? Were you collecting fragrances prior to you buying the Aventus?
Yeah, they were mainly just designer fragrances.
Okay.
When I seen you doing your videos with Lewis. That was the first back in 2016.
Oh, your first niche. Okay, okay.
Yeah, this was my first niche bottle that I bought.
But before that, what you have? Do you remember? Was there any like designer?
Yeah, of course. I have I go back to Terry Mugler, Pure Havana. It's a fantastic fragrance, perfect for the summer. Aqua de Gio, Sauvage, Illusion Sport, Extreme. My girlfriend's favorite fresh scent on me. And Dior Homme. I love Dior Homme.
Yeah.
Not so much the reformulation. It has to be the original.
Yes, the original.
Irish note out. So I still, these are the fragrances that I've always been collecting and always go back to in the designer world.
Wow. Yeah, the guy has some good fragrances. Yeah, some great little collection there. I respect that. I respect that.
And Creed Aventus, it really packs a punch. It's for any time of the year, for any occasion.
Oh yeah, that's what I love about Aventus. It's an all-year fragrance. That means a lot to me. Versatile. It does everything.
The citrus, smoky, ambergris, pineapple, musky goodness. It's the king, a legend, and will always continue to be known as one of the greats in the community.
You said it well. I love it.
Thank you.
I see you got Viking there too, huh?
Yeah, Viking. Viking is a very masculine fragrance. It hits you with a strong, fresh mint.
Mm-hmm.
And then invades your senses with rose and sandalwood. It's fresh, invigorating, polarizing, and exciting.
Yes, this guy. We're getting a nice review over here. Thank you. Yes, I love it.
Hey, I've learned from you, Al.
So many years, man. I've been doing this so many years. 2010. It goes way back. In 2010, I walked into the Creed boutique, and that's like the best thing that I've done. Nobody was doing Creed boutique videos. And when I walked in and I met Lewis, it was meant for us to be friends. It was a magical moment. And I'm so happy that I was able to do so many episodes of Street Sense at the Creed boutique. That means a lot to me. Part of my library. To me, it means the world, honestly.
Just from
I had to do that in there.
The chemistry between you and Lewis and the knowledge that you both have, I've learned so much from watching your videos. But Creed Viking, it explores your inner Viking. It makes me feel like Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah, from Vikings. Yes, I watched the show.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, that's what it makes
Vikings.
Like. Yeah, your true Viking warrior when wearing this. It's a fragrance that will take you to Valhalla.
Yes. Fire meets ice.
Fire meets ice, and then
the fire.
The woods from the Viking longboats.
Yeah, it's a fresh, spicy, a little bit of aquatic. It's a really, I personally love Viking from day one. Now, some people in the beginning really weren't crazy about Viking, but as time went on, I see the people that disliked Viking now love Viking. It went from like some people, I think the price might have been offsetting or something, but now a lot of people give Viking its respect.
I kind of feel like it's one that doesn't really get talked about in the community.
Yeah. But more and more, I hear more people loving Viking these days.
Yeah, and it's also what I find is interesting with this is it's got a note of rose in there, which obviously for being really masculine, I'm not the biggest fan of
rose
with rose, but in this, I absolutely
love the way it works. Yeah. There's a lot of rose fragrances out these days too. Now, a lot of companies are throwing that rose out there.
It's such a classic gentleman fragrance.
Oh yeah, Viking, yeah.
Definitely having the collection.
Let's talk about one more. Let's talk about
Green Irish Tweed.
Okay, there you go. Green Irish Tweed.
Green Irish Tweed. Just as I say, Green Irish Tweed just makes me want to go out and buy another bottle. It's this one is very spring-like, very fresh. That oak moss, that green kind of earthly smell.
The lemon.
Yeah. Just before we go on, are you able to understand my accent? Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
We're good.
Just let me know if I'm talking too fast.
No. I'm listening.
This performs very well on my skin. This has stood the test of time since its release in 1985. it's great for the warm weather.
Classic.
It's a classic. I like to rock this when I go out with friends. And the best thing, Al, about this fragrance is it makes me feel good when I put it on.
Yes, me too.
Yeah,
The opening is amazing. That's one of the best openings I've ever smelled in a fragrance.
Me too. It's a timeless
opening. You just put it on and you're in a great mood. You're like on top of the world.
It's a perfect gentleman scent, and one that every fragrance collector who are a fan of niche and the House of Creed should have in their collection.
Agreed. Totally. Let's move on. What else do you have? I see some Parfums de Marly.
Parfums de Marly, yeah, one of the best houses in my eyes. I absolutely love Parfums de Marly. A couple of years ago, I discovered this, and it's my favorite house. One of my favorite houses. Leighton. This is actually my scent of the day, Al. Leighton. Scent of the day. Absolutely amazing. Don't rub it in.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
What's your scent of the day?
I'm wearing Sedley today from Parfums de Marly. Yeah.
Amazing. That is actually on my list to get for this summer. I need to get just the minty freshness you get from Sedley.
You smelled it before?
I've smelled it. I had a sample of it before.
Okay. Yeah. The minty, lemony, lavender, creamy. It's an amazing fragrance by Olivier Cresp too. The nose behind that fragrance.
Yeah. And as you know, Leighton is a pure beast.
Yes.
The compliment getter for sure. People will notice you.
Yeah, Leighton is very good.
This is a rare fragrance that has duality. It's very fresh in the opening, very pleasant, but then has a lot of depth to it with the woods and vanilla. Giving it a lot of warm aspects.
It has like an appley kind of thing in there too, right?
Yeah, as soon as you spray it, you get that apple.
Yeah.
Really a great apple scent.
Yeah, no, it's a great scent. I totally agree.
It's fresh and deep at the same time. You can wear this any time of day. This lasts all day, and it will get you compliments for sure. It's a truly magical, absolutely amazing. I've yet to try Leighton exclusive though.
Yeah, the darker version. They come out with the exclusives. They have Pegasus exclusive as well.
Yeah. That is also one I need to get. I've also got Pegasus here.
Yeah, Pegasus there also.
Amazing.
Yes.
Just the craftsmanship is one.
Bottle, yeah, mirror-like bottle, amazing.
One of the best things about Parfums de Marly is the bottles. Yeah, they're absolutely amazing. Pegasus, an amazing fresh almondy scent.
Yes.
You can wear this any time of day. It's fresh, clean, and to me, it's kind of soapy.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. It has a soapy kind of, it's weird because soapy and almond is kind of like a weird combination, but it works.
The almond's very smooth, and
yes,
the vanilla, and the more this scent goes on, the almond and vanilla really amp up.
Yeah. I love the original Pegasus.
Yeah, and then finally you met with the cedarwood. This fragrance really takes you on a journey.
Yes, I agree. Pegasus, amazing. Pegasus exclusive is it smells similar but different. It's darker, it's richer, it's more mature, I would say. No soap, more oud in the exclusive. It resembles the original Pegasus, but then it's its own fragrance. It's just a darker, stronger version.
I'll have to try and get myself a sample.
What was that?
I'll have to try and get myself a sample.
Yeah, I recommend you should.
You can come back on and talk about it in the future.
Yeah. We'll have you back on.
Thank you. This lasts all day on my skin, Al. It really goes well in the warm weather, and you can also wear it for the cooler weather as well.
Yeah, you could. That's probably all year fragrance. What do you think?
Yeah.
I have Layla in the background, so she's not showing her face, but I keep looking at her.
What's Layla rocking today?
Today I'm actually wearing a sample that I got from
Scent Explorer. Okay.
It was called Acqua Dolce.
Acqua Dolce,
I believe.
Okay.
So it's like a sweet aquatic.
She got some from Scent Explorer. They sent her a bunch of samples, and she's been playing around with those. So she's wearing Aqua Dolce today.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll pop my head in. Hi.
Yeah, so she's been experimenting. I know you like Precious
Yeah,
Liquid too, right? Precious Liquid
Precious Liquid is something I discovered from Scent Explorer's
Yeah, you ever hear
sample.
Precious Liquid?
I've never heard of that one. No.
Yeah, that's another house that
Yeah.
she's been getting into recently.
Recently, or I'll pop in real quick.
Come in if you want.
Recently with COVID, I've been trying to save all my bottles as much as I can. So I've been going to different samples just to see what I like and maybe buy something new once you know, the world starts to open up again. And Precious Liquids has one called Vanilla Orchid that
that's a really
actually
good
I took your sample.
Yeah, I took my sample too.
I finished mine, so I took his. So I think that might be something I'm going to invest in. Yeah, it's really nice.
Vanilla Orchid by Precious Liquid. You should look into it. It smells really good. I had a sample, but she stole it from me.
I was gonna say, is that a unisex fragrance?
I think it is.
But for me, I think it aims a little bit towards a woman.
More feminine?
More feminine, but I definitely can see a man, I think, trying it for sure.
No, I thought it was unisex. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I always think if you like it, wear it, you know.
Exactly.
If you like it, wear it.
I know men that wear women's fragrances. I mean, there's no.
No, absolutely. There's no rule. I wear men's fragrances.
There you go. I want to just say one thing before I forget. I want to give a big shout out to Yvonne from Parfums de Marly. That's my guy, a great friend of mine, the director of Parfums de Marly. Yvonne is such an amazing guy. The episode where I had him on, I don't know if you watched that episode.
Yeah, I do. We've had him on a number of times.
Well, I was at the Layla actually filmed that episode. It was me, Yvonne, and Redolescence at the Parfums de Marly boutique, and what a great guy. I mean, I can only just say nothing but nice things. Don't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I'm a little off camera. I'm not prepared for the camera.
I had to mention his name. Yvonne, a big shout out to Yvonne and Anna too. Anna from Parfums de Marly, amazing people.
Yeah, great.
They truly are. If you ever come to New York, you need to go to Parfums de Marly and the Cree Boutique.
I'll be there. I'll be there. And like I said, you know, Sedley is on my list to get for this summer. You know, an amazing, fresh, minty, citrus.
Yes, it's definitely must have.
Even Greenlee, you know.
I was just gonna say that. Me and Layla reviewed Greenlee in December.
I've watched it, yeah. And anyone else get over to and check it out.
Yeah, you gotta add that to the collection too. A nice appley, minty fragrance.
Yeah.
I really like Greenlee.
Like I said, once I get more Parfums de Marly bottles, you know, I'll have to come back.
Yes.
More Parfums de Marly, you know.
And if you ever come to New York, hit us up. We'll try to get together. Maybe we'll do a get together or something.
And like you've just done there, you know, I really want to take the opportunity as well to give a shout out to, you know, Mr. Van Jacqueline, you know, the managing director of Parfums de Marly. Such a cool, genuine, you know, nice guy. And in the past, the service that I've received from Parfums de Marly is literally second to none.
I love it. He's gonna watch this video because me and him are friends.
I've interacted with him as well.
What a great guy! He's gonna watch this video. So whatever you say, it means a lot to me because I really love the guy, and I'm sure it's gonna mean a lot to him. So thank you for saying all those nice things about him.
And where I live in the UK, you know, it's difficult for me to get out and try some samples because I live nowhere near a boutique. You know, the nearest boutique is like 2-hour drive away. So for me to get out and discover my next signature scent, you know, samples are really important to me. And if there's anyone out there that have samples, any spare samples, hit me up on Instagram at JordArmstrong1. Message me, and do you know what? Let's talk fragrances. You know, if you've got any samples, hit me up. You know, and I know you've got some big names who watch Sweet Sense Al. So if they're watching, hit me up at JordArmstrong1 on Instagram. You know, I'd really appreciate it. You know, I love being involved. And the one thing that's got me through this past year, you know, it's been so hard because we've been cut off from loved ones, is watching fragrance reviewers like yourself, Al, and other fragrance reviewers out there. That's really got me through.
Yes. Big shout out to all the other guys and girls out there, other reviewers for sure.
And as we've been talking Parfums de Marly and niche, I even go back to some of your videos with Cedric talking old school fragrance.
I'm bringing him back, as a matter of fact.
I can't wait for that.
Yes, he's coming back. So many people are asking for him.
Yeah, I love to rediscover the old school fragrances out and like Davidoff Cool Water.
Yes, we did a top 10 old school video.
Hugo Boss and Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes.
So
You can't forget the old school. You cannot forget the old school.
no, you can't beat them.
No.
These are the fragrances that paved the way, you know, the stepping stone for fragrances today.
The old school, yes. And I'm also going to bring back Sarge.
I can't wait for Sarge to come back. And you know, he is a huge fan of Terry Mugler.
He loves Terry Mugler. Sarge. Oh my God.
No,
I'm excited. I'm excited. Some familiar faces are coming back.
I can't wait, Al. And I honestly think we live in such an image-driven world where, you know, we're all on our phones swiping and uploading to Instagram. So to have a niche house like Parfums de Marly, you know, in a world that is so bombarded by images, in essence, fragrance is invisible. Where I think Parfums de Marly and Creed have given a face to fragrance. You know, they've given a face to fragrance, which is a part of our physicality, our identity. You know, fragrance is an accessory, and you know, people remember you for smelling good.
I agree. Well said, right? Layla's even shaking her head.
Shaking my head over here.
Well said.
I've really learned a lot from you, Alan, going back to your previous guests like Cedric, Saj, Deria, and now Layla.
Oh,
yeah, Layla's
thank you.
And we have a new member coming on board. I'm not going to say who, but this new member is supposed to come on soon. Hopefully they get their ass here soon.
There's other fragrance YouTubers who you're also friends with that you know, I would love to acknowledge, like Stephen from Red Essence.
Yeah, a great friend of mine.
I know you're Chad from A Gentleman's Journey. Even Chris from Fragmental, who's based in the UK too.
Yes, good friend. I'm friends with all these guys. I love all these guys. They're all family.
You know, there's Demi Rawlin and also Jeremy Fragrance.
Yes.
And speaking of Jeremy, I've yet to try Fragrance One. So Jeremy, I know you watch Street Sense, so hit me up with some samples.
Yeah, Jeremy is a great guy. I had him on a couple of times on Street Sense, and he's a great guy. Jeremy, Demi, everybody's amazing, down to earth, right? Don't you agree?
Yeah, everyone.
Don't you agree? All the Layla's been around them too, and they're just amazing people.
Genuinely nice on and off the camera.
Yeah, off the camera. It's better off the camera. Yeah, you mentioned some great names. Like I said, it's all family. It's all love. I'm so excited that I'm able to do videos and become friends with all these amazing people from all over the world. I met so many people. I collaborated with so many. Damn, I collaborated with so many people, if I think about it. You know, I did a video with Andy Tower even back in the days. That meant a lot to me. You're familiar with Andy Tower. Yeah. So, you know, just with Andy Tower and even with you, I mean, it just means a lot to me. It really does. This means a lot to me, seriously.
Like I said before, you've really made my fragrance dream come true. I've been watching
so much.
many years. But I really do want to take this opportunity of, while I'm talking about other giants in the fragrance community, is just how much I wanted to say how sad I was to hear the passing of Carlos.
Yes.
You know, he was a great influencer and teacher to me. And I was, you know, truly heartbroken to learn of his passing.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Carlos.
Rest in peace for sure. He was a great friend. I hung out with Carlos many times, spoke to him on the phone. He's going to be missed. I mean, I literally had tears in my eyes for days when I heard of his passing. So rest in peace, Carlos. It was a very sad moment, sad time. And he'll never be forgotten. That's the amazing thing about what he left behind.
He was a titan in the fragrance community, and he was the best at what he done.
A true pioneer. Listen, Jordan, I'm going to have to wrap this up because this video is going to go on and on and on. It was an amazing time. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, honestly, and everybody out there. You know, thank you so much for giving me this chance, giving me this opportunity to come back on. I would love to come back on in the future, you know, and talk some more Parfums de Marly or anything else that we come up with.
Yes, you will be back on. We'll work something out.
I love to be a face for fragrance. You know, I love of the fragrances that I absolutely love. I'm not a reviewer. You know, I'm just a fragrance lover. That's all I am.
I respect that. I could see you love fragrances. You have a passion for it, just as I do. You know, when I'm on camera, I'm very loud and animated. That's because I'm so passionate about my fragrances. And that's why my videos did so well, because I'm so passionate. It shows on camera.
Absolutely.
Not to sound conceited, but I think that's, don't you agree?
No, you're definitely passionate.
Because in person, I'm more quiet. But when the camera's on, I'm like a maniac.
Yeah, me too.
That's the passion. I love fragrance. I get excited. It's true. It really is.
Absolutely.
So the passion shows. Once
and
again,
else, thank you so much, Al. Anyone else that wants to talk fragrances, add me on Instagram at JoelArmstrong1. Send me some samples. Don't forget samples.
Follow Jordan on Instagram. He'll be back. Let's see the comments. Thank you so much. We're going to make this happen from time to time. Virtual Street Sense. If anybody watching wants to be on Virtual Street Sense, send me an email or hit me up on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram. Parfums de Marly. Street Sense, Instagram. Send me a DM and maybe we can work something out. Like I said, it's going to be an ongoing thing. Stay tuned for Street Sense outside with Cedric, with Sarge, a few familiar faces, hopefully some new guests. Layla's going to be back on. We got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. Hopefully I can make it all happen. Stay safe. Everybody out there, stay safe. Jordan, you stay safe. Smell great. Thank you so much. You'll be back. I could talk to you forever. But this video went on quite some time. But we'll do a part 2 to this.
I can't wait, Al. Thank you so much.
Jordan, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. It means the world to me. It really does. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Big shout out to the UK. Street Sense, virtual. We made it happen. Thank you so much. Jordan, I'll talk to you later. Take us out, Jordan. Say goodbye.
Yeah, thank you so much. Look forward to the future with you, Al. You know, all the very best to you. Thanks for having me on. It means so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
All right, great job. Now let's end the recording.
Thank you so much. I'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you. Bye.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
Don't rub it in.